Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. The U.S. dollar, which has been making 20-year highs of late, was down sharply yesterday, and largely responsible for commodities being higher as the corn was up 2, beans up 9. Crude oil is currently $2.50 a barrel higher at nearly $84 per barrel, and gold is up over $30 by the ounce. The Dow is currently up 800. The corn market is in some degree of equilibrium due to the fact that the trade generally believes the corn crop is not as big as currently projected by USDA, but that demand from particular exports and, to a lesser extent, feeding and ethanol use are also overstated. The October USDA crop production and supply and demand report for October the 12th will be highly anticipated. Local cash trading is virtually non-existent. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and ADM are open for Milo trucks 8 to 2:45. Cargill will be open through today, 7 to 3. For help marketing your grains, 361-852-5207, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. I'm Larry Marble from down on the farm. We're at the kitchen table, and our guest today is Stephen from D&D, and you're bringing us some Preferred information, aren't you?
Yes, sir, Larry. So the boss ordered one too many truckloads of stuff from Preferred this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and offer 10% off all Preferred panels and squeeze chutes exclusively to Down on the Farm listeners while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, you need to get in on this action. How much percentage?
10%.
Get on down to D&D right now. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, and I'm at extension 160.
We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, how did sheep and goats sell in Fredericksburg?
Yeah, we ended up with about at 4,000, so we kind of got our mark we talked about. And then I guess as far as the market goes, it was a little softer. I call it lower on quite a bit of stuff. Those better feeder kids, they kind of still, some of those bring up to 440. That didn't change much. Some of those better 65-pound kids, it was sure probably 10 lower. Kind of 3 to 310 was probably the tops. Most of those kids kind of bring from $260 to $3. On the lambs, the Dorper lambs, it was sure a little softer. Kind of from $240 to $290. There was one little bunch might have brought up to $3, maybe $60. Some of those feeder lambs, they brought a little hair over $3, kind of $310, $315, somewhere in there on some of them. On the bigger lambs, it was sure cheaper again. Those big lambs, it just seems like it's getting harder and harder to move them. We don't have any friends right now. Some of those big 100-pound lambs kind of bring from $110 to $140, just depending on the flesh on them and how they look. Nannies, it was probably the Packer nannies was steady. Kind of bring from $110 to $150, $60. There's one set bring $180. I think they probably went back to the country in a pretty clean bag. And then some of those lighter carcass nannies, they still bring over $2 up to some of them up to $260, I guess, if they were the right kind. Ewes, had some Dorper ewes today. They kind of bring from $80 to about $25, depending on the flesh. And some of those all those burned ewes, if they burn, they kind of bring from 60 to 80 cents. That's the thinner end. And the billies are sure cheaper. Last week they jumped in there and they wanted billies and bring up to $255 last week, and this week kind of tops was around $225. So I thought we got along okay. It just sure wasn't the action that we had last week. Hopefully we'll get these channels cleaned out, and we're tending to usually a higher market getting into the winter. So hopefully we'll get these channels cleaned out and this thing will pick up.
How's the cattle sales shaping up?
I'm thinking we're going to get somewhere between that 800 and 1,000. We got about 500 on the yards right now, so it's still, still got a little daylight here, so they're still kind of rolling in. We'll see how we catch them this evening, see how they roll in the morning. So that's kind of what we're looking at for spring on the cattle.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Neighbor, it's time to take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass Cutout Value, 164 weaker at 98.29. Estimated hog slaughter, 487,000 head for Tuesday. That has the week-to-date hog slaughter total at 952,000 head, down from the 967,000 head the week before. As we look toward the beef side of the meat equation, neighbor, wholesale box prices, 210 stronger in the choice, 60 higher in the select. Estimated slaughter, 128,000 head. The week slaughter now running at 255, which is up about 2,000 from last week. FCE Online Central Auction, 142, but no sales on 1,507 head. Ask is 145. USDA calls the bulk of the Southern cash trade 143 last week. Northern deals 144 to 145. Neighbor, there's your meat move. We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock. It's Tuesday evening, about 6:30, looking to a Wednesday sale. Kelly, what do you see?
Oh, it looks like we got about 350 head on hand right now, Larry. I'm expecting somewhere around 500 or so tomorrow. Just be a nice little run. All would probably end up with about 75 to 80 cows, I imagine, and the rest to be calves and yearlings. No great big bunches, anything, but quality looked pretty good going through there this afternoon. So, like I said, expecting around 500 or so.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
Call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. Mobile number 334-1047. Website's PearsallLivestock.com.
We appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High. We're on the line with Colt Adams from El Campo Livestock Auction. Colt, how did your first sale go?
Oh, it was really good, Larry. I tell you what, the market's down in some areas, but I tell you what, it's just the fall run and needs rain in the high country,
Right. Well, walk the pins for us.
Well, them 1 to 200 pound steer calves bring from $1.70 to $2.30 a pound. 2 to 300 pound steers bring from $1.65 to $2. 3 to 400 pound steers $1.56 to $1.84. 4 to 500 pounds $1.46 to $1.70. 5 to 600 pound steers bring from $1.31 to $1.61. And then the good steers over 600 pounds bring from $1.29 to $1.54. A big one will still bring you some money to the table.
What are we anticipating for this next week's sale?
I've had a lot of phone calls, Mr. Larry. Lots of good calves still in the country on the coast. We do still have grass down here, and there's lots of calves starting to line up for next week. And we had a little sellout today. Them pairs bring anywhere from $900 to $1,250. The breds bring from $650 to $1,200. And I tell you, a big old bull will still bring you some money because they brought anywhere from $90 to $1.05.
Good deal. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that next week's sale in El Campo.
Yes, sir. You can call me on our cell phone at 361-920-1618, and that's the best way to get a hold of me, Mr. Larry. You can call us anytime. We do have trucking available, however we need to do it, and we really appreciate all of our consignors and all of our buyers very, very much.
You bet. Colt, thanks for being on Down on the Farm. We appreciate
you. Mr. Larry, we appreciate you.
Neighbor, did you know that the Millworks division at MG Building Materials is a great place to look when you want to upgrade your home? That division carries a full line of wood, aluminum, and vinyl windows. What a great upgrade. We've got vinyl windows in our house down here on the bay, and they sure are pretty from the inside and out. The possibilities for those upgrades are endless with the help of MG and their 5 locations. They've got one in San Antonio, got one in Corpus, got one in Uvalde, got one in Kerrville, and they have one in Pleasanton. That's MG Building Material. Neighbor, now it's time to catch up with Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, I am on my way to Comanche this morning, headed up to the Dudley Brothers Hereford Bull Sale. It will be my pleasure to auctioneer tomorrow at noon. We'll have 150 powerful Hereford bulls. They're getting hard to find. Need to show up if you're looking for some. Also, Saturday, I will be auctioneering the Don Cox Red Brangus production sale. Those are some of the finest red Brangus in the country, if not the world. So if you need more information, give me a call. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
We are on the line with Brian Lintzman from Seguin Cattle Company. Brian, how's sheep and goats and cattle sales shaping up?
It's going to be another big one again this week, Larry. Northern came through dry, and people they're shucking them. I mean, cows are starting to come again, and kind of anticipating that 1,000, 1,200. Sounds like cattle market's a little bit under pressure, but, with the conditions that we have, just happy that we got a place to go with them. So, we'll get through it. Ain't no problem. I mean, it will rain again, so we just got to hang tight and just bear it and grin it. Sheep and goat market, I think it's just kind of steady the way it's going. Like I said, I don't see an uptick in it till maybe middle of November, somewhere in there, but kind of anticipating that 500 somewhere in there, and it is what it is for a dry fall day.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone at 830-305-0652.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I'll see you tomorrow night, Larry.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Gary Butler. Gary, how'd the Monday sale go?
Larry, Larry, we wind up with 1440, 200 cows and 23 bulls. Calf market, they're a little cheaper than what they've been in the last 2 weeks, but still bringing quite a bit of money. The lighter calves, due to the weather change, have gotten a little cheaper, but we didn't have very many smaller calves. But big cattle are still selling pretty good, Larry. 2 and 3 weight steers, $1.14 to $1.75. Heifers, $1.09 to $1.58. 3 and 4 weight steers, $1.33 to $1.85. Heifers, $1.26 to $1.57. 4 and 5 weight steers, $1.35 to $1.80. Heifers, $1.24 to $1.63. 5 and 6 weight steers, $1.32 to $1.61. Heifers, $1.23 to $1.75. 6 and 7 weight steers, $1.32 to $1.54. Heifers, $1.24 to $1.57. 7 8 weight steers and bull yearlings, $1.29 to $1.50. And the heifers, $1.08 to $1.36. Best slaughter cow, they're off a little. Also, we got 77 for the best slaughter cow. Monday, slaughter bulls, 84 to $1.11. Stocker cows, 460 to 1,000, and we had a few pairs, 635 to 1,300.
Are you aware of anything for this next Monday, Gary?
Not right offhand, Larry. I don't know of any cattle coming.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can catch us here at 830-582-1561 or 62 at the barn, or you can catch me at my mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Maybe this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, the Robstown location, 361-767-7473, pipemovers.com, pipe, steel, and fencing, the Robstown location. We're on the line with Doug Bass from Cattlemen's Columbus. Doug, how's the sale going to work this week?
Looks pretty good, Mr. Larry. We're tagging almost 650 right now. Got some really good cattle coming in. Lots of good yearlings. We're tagging on some good yellow steers and heifers right now, probably weighing 6. That was a good ground load of them come in early. We had a double of the same kind of cattle a little bit earlier, and got a good selection of calves, mostly just killing cows. On the cow end, I did have about 17 little black Korean cows come in a while ago, though.
Okay.
That be bred to Charolais bulls. We might want some little cows to turn out, good young cows.
All right. So it sounds like you got a good start to a great sale day at Cattlemen's Columbus. Doug Bass, tell everybody how to contact you.
And call me on my cell, 979-877-4454. Call us here at the office, 979-732-2622.
We appreciate it, Doug. We'll talk to you after the sale.
Thank you, Mr. Larry.
Thank
Y'all
you,
have
sir.
a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Every this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing, pipemovers.com, the Laredo store. Call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. I'm on the line with Joshua Garcia from Karnes City Auction, LLC. Joshua, how did the sale go Saturday?
Well, Mr. Larry, it turned out to be really good. We ended up with about 346 head of cattle and about 124 sheep and goats. Can't thank everyone enough who came out for our first sale. It truly was a blessing, and we want to thank each and every one of y'all buyers and sellers for showing up. Overall, it was a pretty good market.
Let's walk the pins.
We're going to start off with our Packer cows and bulls. Number 1 Packer cows, 74 to 81. Number 2 County cows, 50 to 70. Our Packer bulls, 90 to 99. Had some good stalker cows right in the mix. Had some Brahman cows and some good bred up tiger stripe cows, younger. Bred cows, 875 to 1200. Pairs, we didn't have any of them this week. As for the feeder cattle, we're going to go with the steers, 2 to 3 weights, $165 to $2. 3 to 4 weights, $175 to $2. 4 to 5 weights, $1.70 to $2.05. 5 to 6 weights, $154 to $180. 6 to 7 weights, $148 to $1.60. 700 plus, $145 to $153. The heifer mates, we start off with the 2 to 300 pounders, $1.30 to $175. 3 to 4, $1.53 to $183. 4 to 5, $148 to $163. 5 to 600 pounders, $146 to $180. 6 to 700 pounders, $148 to $1.59. 700 plus pound heifers, $128 to $1.40.
Sounds like you had a good sale. What do you know of for this next week?
Mr. Larry, I know I got about 50 good steers. Supposed to be all steer calves, few bulls mixed in, and then about 20 cows. So about 70 head or 70 head coming so far that I know of. I know some other customers this past week saw how good the market was and kind of for what things have been, and said they were going to probably start shipping here this next second, third week of October. I want to remind everybody our 9th annual Long Live Cowboys Fall Replacement Female Sale will be October the 22nd, 2022.
Joshua Garcia, the new owner at Karnes City Auction, LLC. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Joshua.
You can reach us here with the office phone at 830-780-3382, or you can catch me on my mobile, 361-649-4578.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains courtesy of John Tuttle. Milo through Corpus in October, D's plus 90, 1380. Progresso 1398. Yellow corn to Corpus in October, 863. Progresso 883. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 1108 and 3/4. Houston beans 1368. Texas cotton 88.70 to 91.20. We moved 1,000 bales of East Texas, Oklahoma. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. Thanks for listening to one of our 14 affiliate stations or on the website downonthefarmradio.com.